We have a big problem, ladies and gents. A good problem, but a problem nonetheless. We have a buttload of PC parts in our inventory. We've just been focusing on buying pre-built systems and a bunch of different parts on the last few episodes, and we haven't really built anything from scratch. So today, we're gonna be focusing on building our first PC to flip in a while. The only two components I'm missing to do a full complete build is a power supply and a good case. I mean, we still have that spider-infested NZXT case I picked up a few episodes ago, but honestly, that just looks like a nightmare to clean and build inside. So I might even give that away or just throw it in the trash because it is not worth it. I spent only 20 bucks on it, so I might just eat that loss, but we're gonna hold on to it for a little bit more and see if I can do anything with it. The power supply, on the other hand, I did manage to find someone selling an 850 watt unit on Facebook Marketplace. I did try and negotiate with this guy for a while. He wasn't budging my ask price of $40, so I kind of just let that simmer in for a while, and then he reached back yesterday saying that he caved. Apparently he couldn't find anyone that wanted to buy his 850 watt unit for the $50 or $60 asking price. So of course I accepted the $40 because that was how much I was willing to spend on an 850 watt unit. So I'm on my way right now to check it out. Windows 11 is a hot mess right now, with pre-installed apps, bloatware, and Microsoft shoving Copilot down our throats. Wouldn't it be great if there's a cleaner version of Windows 11 without all this nonsense? Well, of course there is, you baboon cheeks. It's called Windows 11 Enterprise LTSC, which stands for Long-Term Servicing Channel. Basically, it's a cleaner version of Windows without all the pre-installed software, no ads, and way more stability. People even compare the stability to Linux. It's that good. It's actually available for both Windows 10 and 11, and you can grab it for only $17 from VIPReceiptkey.com, but you have to use the code TS25 to unlock the cheapest price. Activating the key is the same process as before. Just go into the user center, navigate to the orders, click on the view button, and copy and paste the CD key into the activation settings of Windows, and you now have a fresh, clean version of Windows 10 or 11. Okay, well, my camera wasn't recording the entire time. That's lovely, but here's the power supply. RM850X, fully modular. All the cables are here, and I gave him the $40. One time, I forgot to hit freaking play. That's great, but solid deal. Okay, power supply acquired, and now I am on the way to check out a 4070 graphics card because I realized I have a lot of 30 series cards in my inventory, but I don't have a 40 series card, and I know that one will be very useful when I eventually do an AM5 build, which I might do next episode. So I did find this guy selling a 4070 for $413, which is a very bizarre price. So I offered $350. He countered back with $380. So naturally I countered with $360, and then he recountered with $375. And at that point I realized he wasn't gonna budge in the price anymore. So I accepted, which, you know, I thought was a pretty good deal considering the cheapest 4070 on eBay is going for $425, and the listing right after that is going for, I think, $480 or $490. So the fact that we're getting this for $375 is pretty good. So anyways, let's go check it out. What up, what up?
Hey, what's up? I just watched your video, actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I swear, I just watched your video about
How's it
how
going?
you were doing Facebook Marketplace on.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm actually shooting one right now.
Say hi.
Yeah, sure. Come on in.
Hey, what's up?
Awesome. So this is your old GPU then?
Yeah. It was just in at a pre-built from Corsair.
Oh, the pre-built?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Did you upgrade it? Did you upgrade your current?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got a 5070 Ti.
Okay.
But it's pretty nice upgrade.
How much you get pay for that?
I paid retail, so it was like,
Oh,
it's like,
shoot.
It's pretty expensive. It was like 1K, but
Gotcha.
yeah, just trying to recoup anything.
I can give you $5 in Zelle because I
Okay.
run out of
Sure.
fives. Cool.
That's all good.
2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70.
Thank you so much, man.
No worries.
If you want some boba too, like I can throw in some free drinks too. If you, I know you got kids and everything.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'll take a boba. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And,
All right, the $5 is sent.
great. Thanks so much.
I'll come out in a sec.
Okay.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, always support you.
My boy works at Bounce Boba Lounge here near CSUN. This isn't sponsored, by the way, but if you guys want to come over, show them some love. What's a popular one you guys have here? Got our boba. Do we count the price of the free boba into our deal? If so, we got a pretty good deal. Not gonna lie. I think like $7 for this boba. Okay, I got one more stop for today, and that is to pick up some memory because we are low on 32 gigabyte DDR4 kits in our inventory. I so happen to find someone on OfferUp selling a 32 gigabyte DDR4 kit for $100. That's a pretty good deal, especially considering the current market for DDR4 memory. Like a brand new 32 gig kit on Amazon is going for close to $200, which is absolutely absurd. In the used market, they typically go for around $140 to $150 if it doesn't have any RGB. So, snagging it for $100 is actually a pretty good deal, especially for 2 sticks. And that's what you want. You definitely want to go for 2 sticks instead of 4 to kind of leave room for expansion. But anyways, I'm on my way to check it out. Nice to meet you.
I'm a big fan.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
I just saw your video, and I also have power supply and AIO if you want it.
Oh, can you bring it? Let me check it out. Yeah, sure. All right. Yeah. 2 times 16.
They go from Cyber Power.
Okay, CyberPower PC. Why are you throwing it away? Why not just sell it?
I was good, had it up for like a few months.
Oh, really?
And no one really bought it, so I was like, okay, whatever.
Oh.
And I just tossed it out.
Dang, an 800 watt power supply?
And I saw your video. I know you were looking for a power supply. So yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. Shit, that's awesome. And nothing wrong with the RAM sticks?
No, it came out with it.
Brother's PC?
But it was mine, yeah. He upgraded to the DDR5 as well, and I gave him
okay.
those as well. So I basically gave it to him.
Okay.
So it was 80. I don't know got changed.
Oh, was it 80?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think you're right, actually. There you go. Thanks a ton, man. Was it $80? Bro, did I did I drop the ball? It does sound like something I would do. Oh yeah, there it is. Forgot I offered $80 and he took it. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Wow. Wow, we hit the jackpot. I don't know what this hate against the Pivia power supply is, but people are afraid to put a Pivia power supplies in their systems. I have used the Pivia in dozens of budget builds in the past, no issues whatsoever. So I don't know if someone's PC exploded and it went on Reddit or something and all of a sudden everyone hates a Pivia, but I legitimately had no issues with a Pivia power supply. This is an 800 watt, 80 plus gold certified unit as well. I mean, we hit the freaking jackpot, guys. I was actually running low on power supplies too. I was literally talking about this in the last episode. So this saved me another trip. I don't know if I'm gonna use the cooler, but I mean, I'll take it. A cooler is a cooler, right? Hold on to your thermal paste, ladies and gents, for what I'm about to show you. I may have just found a treasure chest, nay, a gold mine, a sunken gold mine on Facebook Marketplace. Okay, so this guy is selling 4 brand new sealed WD SATA drives, 2 terabyte SATA drives, for $100 each. Now these go for like $280 right now on Amazon, but no one's gonna pay that price for a SATA drive, when they can find a 2 terabyte M.2 NVMe drive for around $215 and $220, right? And that's a Gen 4 drive as well. But it's a 2 terabyte SATA drive that he's letting go for $100 each. That alone is a good price. After a bit of a negotiation war, we both settled on $360, which means I'm grabbing them for $90 a pop, guys. That is an absolute steal on these drives, brand new sealed. Okay, 2 terabytes. I'm on my way to check it out and hopefully pick them up. These all brand new sealed, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool. Why are you selling them?
Because I bought one, they gave me like a bunch.
You bought one? Where'd you buy it from?
I got it on Amazon actually.
And they send you 4 extra?
They sent me like 10, but they're all gone already. This is what I
shoot.
have left.
They send you like 10 extra? How did that happen?
I was building my cousin's computer.
Oh, dude, you got lucky. You hit the
million.
jackpot, yeah.
I was
That's happened to me a few times, but never like 10 of the same item.
I was so scared. I thought I bought like 10 of them.
Oh, yeah. So we agreed on 360, right? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
300. There you go.
All right, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the awesome deal. Take care. Take care. You too. All right, guys, I am down to my final 2 purchases before we start building our PCs to flip. The first one is a case which we need for our Ryzen 5 5600X. I found someone selling a pretty decent, I want to say an iBuyPower mid-tower on Facebook Marketplace for I think $50. We negotiated down to $35. I think it's a pretty nice case for like a budget build. It's got a bunch of fans inside there, 3 intake, and I believe 3 or 4 RGB fans as well. So that's gonna save me money in having to buy additional RGB fans. So I'm gonna stop by and pick that up today. All right, this is it. I'm guessing it doesn't come with the screws. No PCI brackets. This was your old case? What did you get upgrade to? Oh, 11 mini, nice. We agreed $30, 35? So 20, 30, and 5. There you go. Oh, you seen the videos? I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the deal. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the deal. Okay, case acquired. Now I'm heading over to my second and final pickup for today, which are memory sticks. And you know, we do have a decent amount of memory in our inventory, so I'm not really stressing about that. But honestly, when I came across this listing, I had to pounce on it as soon as possible before someone grabs it. I couldn't believe my eyes. I thought there was an error in the listing. This guy listed 4 separate brand new sealed 32GB DDR4 kits for $150. I looked at the description section. It didn't say anything about $150 per kit. So I was confused. Maybe you obviously made a mistake because that's kind of the going rate for DDR4. Not that I would pay $150 per kit, and neither should you because that's overpriced. So obviously I had to message him and clarify. So I asked him if that's for individual kits or is that for the entire set. He said it's for all 4 kits, which again, you know, that's an insane deal. But of course your boy Ed had to do his negotiations, right? So I offered $120. He rejected, which honestly I was expecting because the deal was already really, really good. So I asked for the address and now I'm on the way to pick these bad boys up. Yeah, I'm just vlogging my journey. These are sealed too, huh? That's crazy. Why did you buy 4 of them?
We bought them at the office and ended up not needing it.
Oh, okay.
What's the journey?
It's called flip or flop. I basically buy used parts and I build PCs and I flip them, see how much money I can make.
Cool.
Saw this deal, I was like, I gotta stop by and pick some up because I'm running low on memory sticks.
Feel free to like and subscribe.
You heard him. You heard him, folks. There's that and 50.
Cool. Well, hey, good luck on the journey.
Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks, man. We are here, ladies and gents. The moment I've worked so hard to get to is finally here. I have majority of my inventory on this tabletop that I have accumulated over the past few episodes of Flip or Flop, and I finally have enough to put together 2 full systems. We have a budget RTX 3070 system over here on the left, and we have a somewhat mid-tier high-end RTX 3080 system over here on the right. And I'll go over the parts real quick, starting with the left. So I'll be going with the Ryzen 5 5600X that I pulled from the H700i 3080 Ti build a few episodes ago. We're gonna be putting that inside the MSI X570 Unify, 32 gigs of RAM, and the 2 terabyte SATA drive we picked up earlier for an insanely good deal. This is still sealed. As far as the cooler, I did pull this from the 7500F AMD system, and it's just kind of laying around in the inventory, so I figured I can put it to good use. I mean, we don't really need a high-end cooler for the Ryzen 5, so this is gonna be more than suffice, especially considering we have so many freaking fans inside the case that we picked up recently. So we got like 3 intake on the bottom, 3 more intake on the side, 1 exhaust. So I mean, you know, this is gonna be more than plenty to cool the Ryzen 5. For the graphics card, I'm sure you guys have forgotten about this. This is the Asus Dual Fan 3070 that I picked up many episodes ago. I massively overpaid for this. I paid 280 bucks for this when 3070s right now go for around $200, sometimes a little less. But I bought this, unfortunately, when the market was really bad for GPUs. Like, this was peak GPU crisis when I got it. And I'm putting it in this build just so I can get this out of my inventory and I can forget about it, because this is the worst deal of the entire Flip or Flop series. So hopefully from, you know, the good deals that I've got for the remainder of the parts, we can somewhat break even or maybe make a little bit more of a profit after I insert this card in. Oh, I almost forgot, the power supply that I got for free is going inside this build. This is the Apivia, I believe 800 or 850 watt unit that the guy gave me from simply buying his 32 gigabyte kit for $80. So yeah, this is gonna be PC number 1. Now the second PC is actually the one I'm most excited about because this has more attractive parts than the budget one. So we're gonna be going with the Ryzen 7 5800 XT that I got with this entire bundle for a really good deal. It came with the X570 Tough Gaming motherboard and a 32 gigabyte kit. For storage, you're gonna be tossing in the 970 EVO Plus M2. This is a 1 terabyte NVMe drive that I pulled from the 3080 Ti Helios build. So we technically got this for free. For the GPU, we're gonna be tossing in a Founders Edition 3080. I got both of these for $600 on the last episode. A really good deal on a Founders Edition because it's a collector's piece. Power supply, 850 watt from Corsair. This is fully modular. We picked this up from, I think, earlier this episode as well. Really good deal. A brand new sealed mag Core Liquid A15 360 that I picked up for 60 bucks. And for the case, I couldn't find anything on Facebook Marketplace to put in this build, so I went on Amazon and I bought the Sama V Mesh instead. I think I paid a little over $70 with tax and shipping. So let's go and deduct the price of this from our wallet. But yeah, overall very happy with the part selection between these two PCs. I think they're perfectly balanced and we're gonna be making some really good profits once we're done building it. So let's begin. Are you kidding me right now? The power switch light is on, but system's not posting. You gotta be kidding me. There's power being supplied to the board. Did I get a dead board? Can't be a dead board. No way, dude. This is the only motherboard I didn't test. You gotta be kidding me. No shot. So I spent about 30 minutes trying to troubleshoot the PC to figure out why it wasn't booting. The first logical thing I tested was the power supply since it wasn't powering on. So I hooked up a new unit directly to the system and it still didn't post. This led me to believe that it was either the motherboard or the CPU. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any spare M4 boards laying around, so I went ahead and ordered a new one just to test, because maybe I did end up damaging the motherboard during the build process, because that was the only other possible thing it could be. It is unfortunate about the PC, but I am not one to sit around and cry about it, because at the end of the day, things can get fixed and replaced. It's not a big deal. I really do want to get to the bottom of it and figure out what is the issue. Is it the motherboard? You know, is it something else? The motherboard will be here in a few days and we will figure it out. But in the meantime, I do have some good news. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Somebody reached out on Facebook wanting to buy the 7500F PC. This guy lives about 25 minutes away from me. He asked me to deliver the PC for an additional fee. You know, I offered to drop it off for an extra 25 bucks, which is more than fair. So he agreed, and here we are, driving over to his house. So let's see what happens. So what drew you to this PC specifically?
I was searching and he had the keyboard, the mouse, and the entire setup. And I was like,
Okay.
it's a deal.
So the keyboard and mouse was like a factor in your decision?
Definitely a factor.
Nice, okay. And you can change the lights on all the fans. And if you look down, you can also see the AIO on there. So you can change the colors on everything.
1125.
Yeah, 1125.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, likewise, man. So after placing the order for the motherboard, I realized something, you guys. This motherboard actually works. Like, I tested it in front of the guy who brought it in a few weeks ago. I tested it with the CPU, these same exact memory sticks, and the motherboard right in front of him, and it posted. So it can't be the motherboard. So if it's not the motherboard and it's not the power supply, then what the hell is going on with this possessed PC? Let's get to the bottom of this before the motherboard arrives tomorrow. So first thing I want to do is just take everything apart from the case and test the motherboard, memory, and the CPU by itself with a different power supply and see what happens. I really hope I didn't damage the motherboard in the process. I mean, I don't think that's the case. I was very careful installing all the parts. There's something fishy going on here and I want to get to the bottom of this. Yeah, there it is. All the lights are on. Okay, here we go. Power button is lighting up, which means the board is getting power from the power supply. But it's not powering on. What could have changed? I don't understand. Maybe the power button's broken? No, it doesn't post. Wow, what could have gone wrong? No, dude. My first official flop through hardware failure. Who would have guessed? There's no other way to turn the board on. I'm guessing the board gave up or something happened during the installation process. I don't believe it. This never happens. Yeah, the board's dead. I think this is gonna be our first official flop once I get the new motherboard in. There's gonna be zero profit. If anything, I might actually lose money on this flip, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It's all part of the game, right? You know what? Let me try one more thing. Let me try a different CPU. I still have a Ryzen 5 1500X from like 10 years ago. I don't think it's a CPU, but why the hell not? Let's try it out. Should I put the cooler back on? Actually, it doesn't matter. What? What? It's not the CPU. I've literally pulled this from a working system. What is going on right now? I am so confused. Hold on. Did I damage the pins? Oh yeah, you know what? I mean, some of the pins are slightly bent, but that could be it actually. Oh, I am such a buffoon. Some of the pins on the edge, I don't know if you guys can see that. It is slightly bent. Yep. That might just be the culprit, honestly. And then on this side as well. So just on the corners. you guys can see that. So I'm gonna attempt to straighten these up and then reinstall it with the cooler, and let's see if that fixes the issue. See, I knew the razor from our new 83-piece screwdriver kit would actually come in handy. It is your time to shine, baby. Let's try this. Oh yeah, that is straighter than me. Hold up. All right, here goes nothing. I did have to apply a little bit of force, but I do think it's seated. Only one way to find out. Let's just put this cooler on for now, temporarily. Okay, everything's plugged in. Moment of truth. Please give me something. Don't want to celebrate just yet, but it turns on. Oh, it just shut off. The display came on for like a split second. Oh, wait. I heard it click. Oh my God. What are you doing to me? Stop playing with my heart. Yeah. Yes! Yes! Let's go! Oh my God. I just saved $120. Oh, dude. I really should start trusting myself a little bit more and do a bit more investigation before I jump the gun and start ordering parts. But okay, I guess I'm gonna have to cancel the order for the motherboard. And then let's go ahead and put this back inside the case. So unfortunately, after that celebration, I was hit with another roadblock. Apparently, the RGB lighting doesn't work on these fans. I tried every possible thing to get it to work, and honestly, at this point, I was so over this PC. I just wanted to get rid of this as soon as possible, so I decided to strip all the fans in here and just put in new ones. I was able to find a really nice 7-pack of RGB fans for less than $40 on Amazon, so I pulled the trigger and went ahead and installed them inside the PC. Okay, so I was in the middle of shooting a video and this guy randomly messaged me on OfferUp wanting to buy the 3080 PC, like on OfferUp out of all the platforms. And he asked me to downgrade the GPU because he wanted to use the PC as a workstation, so he doesn't really need a high-end GPU. And this is honestly the best case scenario for me because I can hold on the 3080 Founders for another build. So I told him I can downgrade it to a 3070, which is the slowest card that I have, and I can drop the price down by like $100 to, you know, offset the GPU. And he agreed. So I grabbed the PC and I sprinted towards my car, and I'm driving right now to the meetup location, and hopefully he buys it. Jason. I don't know, I get that a lot.
You have a YouTube.
Maybe.
Yeah, are you not famous?
No, I'm not famous.
Are you sure?
I'm just up, you know, got a small channel.
Small channel, I know your channel.
Doing the flip or flop series.
100% I've seen your channel.
Oh yeah, what's the name?
I don't remember, because I'm seeing a lot of channels, but do you sell anything else besides just the PC itself?
Sometimes I have a bundle like with the keyboard and mouse, but this one specifically doesn't. So you need this for work?
Office mainly.
Office work, okay.
Yeah,
So let me pop this panel. That's the
Do you give
3070.
any warranty with that, or not really?
I mean, if anything happens, obviously shoot me a message and I'll guide you through like the troubleshooting and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, works.
Sweet, awesome.
Let's,
Yeah, just
let's do it.
just
Pay
shoot
you
me
and
a
get going.
just shoot me a message if anything happens. If you have any other questions,
Okay, seems sweet.
Awesome, cool.
Freaking excited.
Yeah,
Getting
of course,
getting an
of
actual
course.
PC.
What drew your attention to this PC specifically compared
It's
to the other ones?
exactly the processor I wanted, the 5800X.
Ah,
And
okay.
everyone is like, because this is, although it's still a second hand, but it's clean. The picture was really good. So everything was clean.
Oh,
under
the quality of the picture?
Yeah, quality of the picture.
Nice.
It does a lot. You know, I'm buying a lot of like second hand. I have 0 computer parts that are brand new. And the fact that
That's
it's
good
like
feedback.
clean and 32 gigs of RAM is like a really hard sell point today.
Okay, yeah.
And
Here we go.
is
Quick and
this-
honest
yeah.
corporation.
And is this called AM4 architecture? AM4?
This is AM4, yeah, it's AM4
and this is
chipsets.
Zen 3 architecture?
I believe it's Zen 3, yeah.
Yeah, I have no clue what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're right.
I'm gonna ask the details.
Of course.
Cool, that's awesome.
Cool, man. Yeah, enjoy.
Freaking excited.
Is that your car? I mean, bring the PC.
It is, yeah.
I'll bring it. Cool. Okay, time to assess our profits for the episode, starting with the 7500F PC we sold earlier in the episode for $1125. I bought the system for $650, upgraded the GPU to a 3080, so we have to add the difference of the value, which is $100. I also bought a cable kit, so let's deduct $20 from our wallet for that, bringing the total cost I have spent on this PC to 770 buckaroos. Selling it for $1125 net me a profit of $355. Not too shabby. Moving on to the RTX 3080 PC, here's a quick breakdown of how much I paid for each part across several flip or flop episodes, which comes out to $752. But we did downgrade the GPU to an RTX 3070. I bought the 3080 Founders for $300 and I bought the PNY RTX 3070 for $200. So let's subtract the difference in value from the total, which is $100, which means I have spent $652 on this system and I sold it for $1,000 flat, netting me a fat $348 in profit. Let's go, baby. But it gets better. I did end up selling a few more things in this episode. The first one were the 2 extra kits of 16 gigs of memory that I had laying around from previous builds. The first one was given to me for free after buying the 3070 PC, and the second was shipped out to me for buying the 3080 Ti Helios build. This was also a gift. I have no use for 16 gigs of memory. The last time I tried to sell a PC that had 16 gigs of memory, it took me almost a month. So I'd rather get rid of all my 16 gig kits and just focus on getting 32 or more. So I listed both kits for $100 on Facebook, and someone actually came over the next day and picked them up for $100, giving me an easy $100 profit since those were given to me for free. I also ended up selling that NZXT H510 case for $25 just to get it out of my inventory because I have no use for it. I think I broke even with that sale considering I bought it for the same price. In short, this episode was very profitable and we still have one more PC to sell. Next episode, we're gonna start hunting for parts for our high-end AM5 build, and I suggest you guys buckle up because the deals I found on our next episode were... Let me just give you guys a sneak peek. You weren't aware of this? And he wants to sell these parts. And he's cool with the price?